going on, everybody? It's WebsterStyle, Brian Sapph, NRW Checkpoint. We're here with another NRW reaction. And this is one, Brian, and I'm pretty sure you as well, that when the announcement was made that Disney was continuing the classic
yes
animated series from the 90s, that we all collectively, I won't say peed our pants, but we all collectively had a grown man orgasm. Well, the time is almost here.
It is.
Disney dropped the trailer for that continuation series named X-Men 97, debuting on Disney Plus on March 20th, 2024. Let's check out this trailer.
Let's do it.
Watch the series finale of X-Men next Saturday morning. Check your local listings.
I'm grateful to have the chance to say goodbye. I am proud of you all, my X-Men.
Fate lies in our hands now. Now.
We have to stay vigilant. The professor entrusted us with his dream.
No matter how dark it is, we must believe in each other.
We get this done by working together as a team.
Jeez, bub. Keep buzzing in my ear.
Yeah. Vicious.
Heads up!
To me, my X-Men. Magneto.
The last will and testament of Charles Xavier. Everything he built now belongs to me.
What? Let's
Okay.
do it.
I'm assuming it's Morph, and why does Morph look like that?
Who knows?
I'm assuming that's Morph. I don't know, because if it is, he doesn't look like how he used to. So I don't know. Is that Cal Dodd doing the voice of Wolverine again? Because he sounds different.
Hey, yeah, it don't sound like him.
Nah, I would have loved to. Since we just saw him this weekend, I would love to find that out firsthand. But I'm excited. Look, this is the thing. First of all, 90s X-Men, that's like pinnacle of 90s characters. Those are some of the most iconic character designs for the X-Men, particularly Cyclops. I don't think Cyclops has, I mean, he has some good uniforms before and after, but I think that is like the definitive Cyclops look forever.
Yeah, that's the one.
And the one thing about it is him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Switch it up, though.
Sounds different.
It sounded different, yeah.
Yeah, sounded different. I'm here for this. I was curious about the animation style. I know it wasn't going to be like a one-to-one recreation of the 90s, especially how awful the animation was for that last season. But so I'm gonna give it a chance. It's a bit weird considering what's ingrained in my head, but I'm looking forward to it. And more so because, and I think we all can agree, the portrayal of Cyclops in the X-Men animated series is literally the best multimedia version of Cyclops ever. Like, seriously, that's where you got Cyclops the commander, Cyclops being in charge. Yes, he got punked out by Wolverine sometimes over Jean, but that was being diplomatic, not like what they did to him in the movies, in any of the X-Men movies for that matter. This is my hope for this. I hope that one is good. It seems like it. So let's hope so.
Yeah.
I hope that whenever we do get that X-Men movie from Marvel, that they take cues from the animated series, particularly how Cyclops was done. So what do you think, Brian?
I agree. I agree with everything you said. I am. This is the X-Men that like got me into the X-Men as a kid. Now I do need to go back and watch. I believe they have the prior seasons on Disney Plus already. They want you to catch up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna spend some time doing that just because I want to refresh the story. Because what's dope about the X-Men from the 90s, which we talk about comic book accuracy all the time. That one was one of the more comic book accurate series. Like they was really taking cues, from the current issues of the X-Men magazine that was out at that time.
Right.
So I'm really interested to see if they continue that in 97, because the stories between the X-Men characters, like that's really good writing right there.
Yeah,
I'm really interested to see that continue to play out, because that was just a huge part of the X-Men. The fact that they were able to flesh out all of the characters on screen for us, like in a way that did justice to the comic book franchise. So I'm really more so interested in that. Like, how much of the story are they going to get, especially now that we're in a time period where, yes, the world is a lot more PC, but also a lot more things are acceptable as long as we're speaking about them in a PC manner, or it's presented in a as long as it's presented a certain way, more things are a lot more acceptable. And we know there's a lot of nuances with the X-Men characters, even in the comic books back in the day, just based on who Stan Lee was, and I often forget the other gentleman's name who was like a big part in Marvel.
Yeah, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, created.
Exactly.
Cockrum really brought him into he did John Cena X-Men #1, and really Chris Claremont, and like he wrote the X-Men like up until like the 2000s, and he became a little bit. So he defined what the X-Men were. Him and John Byrne, X-Men is what, like, when I got into comics, that's what I gravitated to. So that's why I got deep in the lore and back in the 90s. So this was right up my alley. And even with this, and I'm like, Brian, how old are you?
33.
Okay, so I got you about 12 years. Goodness gracious. So you were real young when the series came on, but I remember coming home from school and the Dark Phoenix saga was every day. They showed a new episode every single day on Fox Kids. That was like Lou, that got home from school and
Fox Kids.
And
I miss it.
Drama, the storytelling. That is what I hope, that pedigree of storytelling that we got with the X-Men series. I hope we get it continued with this new series, because we both know a lot of the writing nowadays has been garbage for a lot of these.
That's why I said what I said. Like,
it's been garbage. It has been garbage. So
the comic books, they laid out a great story. That's all we. I don't need to be, you know what I'm saying, exact to the T. Because I like that. We talk about this often. I like that. Whoever gets their hands, or whoever Marvel allows to play with the characters, they do have some kind of creative license or freedom or whatever to kind of twist and bend things. I like that, because it just further adds to the conversation of the multiverse when it comes to Marvel. So we got another iteration of the same character. It's just another universe.
Right.
But the writing of today is not what it was back then.
No.
And since we already have a fine layout of things, we got it already. The fact that they showed the fact that they showed the series finale from the first run, it's there. Just pick it up and carry it with you. Don't stray too far, because I like what we started back then, and I want to see how that continues out now.
Exactly. All right, so that's our take on X-Men 97 dropping on Disney Plus March 20th. Make sure you stay with us for more Nerds Rule the World. Follow us on Instagram and News Wednesday, on the Twitter or X at the NRW. And of course, you're currently on YouTube, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe.